and welcome to Relationship Flow with Covenant. Amara, thank you for joining me today, and please hit on the red subscribe button to subscribe to this channel. Thank you for doing that. Now today we're going to talk about relationship. Okay, once we start up a relationship and at the beginning it looks like a bed of roses, it's going well, everyone, the other person is fond of the other person, you're fond of each other. Go be now spending time together, enjoying your time together, and in the middle of the whole process you begin to have challenges. These are things that happen in relationships. Now we are going to talk about Diane and Elo's relationship. Okay, I want to use those people as reference points. These people have always admired their relationship. I've always seen their relationship as part of the relationship that people should really emulate. But what is happening now is mind-blowing. Like, it's least expected. It's something no one expected will happen in their relationship. Okay, so what is the confusion? What is the problem between these two lovebirds? Alright, Elo used to be so fond of Diane, and Diane used to be so fond of Elozolam. They were good together. I always talk about them and even refer people to their kind of relationship. But I refer you to them because of what I see in them already, like what I see happening in them, in their relationship at the moment. Not because they don't face challenges, not because probably sometimes they might not split up. Okay, so what I referred to you was a momentary kind of relationship, that a kind of relationship you should emulate, a relationship that one has to look out for each other. Now your partner's weak point, you try to help, you try to bring out the best of your partner. You look at the weakness, your challenges, and you want to work on it with him or with her. That was the kind of relationship that Elo and Dan shared. But what is happening? There'll always be an intruder. Okay, there'll always be an interferer. Okay, in a relationship that is going on well, okay, this relationship is kind of blissful. People admire this relationship, but these people are not yet married. So if you're building a relationship with someone and you're not yet engaged or so much involved in each other, you don't have a specific agreement, or your relationship is not even defined, probably one person has not fully accepted the relationship, there must be a challenge at the long run. The other person who has not really accepted this relationship have every tendency to leave the relationship, like to quit the relationship. So that is why if you're in a relationship, you really need to understand what you are into. You need to know if your partner has accepted you or accepted this relationship. But in the case of Elozolam and Diane, I don't think Diane fully accepted the relationship, because according to Elozolam, he said that he carries Diane as an egg. He sees Diane as an egg. He trusted her, like he likes her. He didn't just like her, he even expressed himself how much he loves Diane. But to him, he was saying that Diane wasn't truly open to him. Now these are things that happen in relationship, whereby the other person is finding it difficult or taking time to express herself or how she feels. It could be a guy, it could be the lady. All right, so now what is going on in their relationship? I don't know if some of you watched the Big Brother Naija reunion. The ongoing Big Brother Naija reunion. Okay, who now interfered in their relationship? The known artist from Ghana. Okay, I wouldn't want to mention his name. Okay, but if you have time, you can read up. You can read up either on Instagram or online. Okay, so there is an interferer, like an intruder in that relationship, and then when Diane is actually trying to shy away from it, when she was confronted, Elozolam was talking about it during the reunion, and them kind of flared up. She doesn't want to talk about it because she feels it's not necessary to bring in that in what is happening. But Elozolam was still trying to express himself, trying to tell people how he feels about what Dan is doing. Okay. uh Dan seems to be confused, and this is as well what happens in relationships. So you don't need to be confused in your relationship, okay? Because there's an intruder now, someone she feels is at the higher level, someone who is known, a famous actor, you know probably much more in status than Elozolam, without knowing that Elozolam is so kind to her and all of that. But she has her own complaint to lay about Elozolam. She said Elozolam doesn't forgive on time. Okay, it's some situation whereby you offend your guy, and he holds on to that for a very long time without you knowing what really is going on in his mind. And that's why I say, if your partner offend you, talk about it. Try as much as you can to calm down and talk about it. Don't allow things to linger. The more you stretch it, the more problem you accumulate for yourself in that relationship. So it's better you talk about whatever challenge. If your partner offends you, talk about it, tell him or her. So don't allow the situation to linger much more. So this is exactly what happened. What then doesn't seem to see right in Elozolam. I mean, these are different people, right? There's bound to be differences, misunderstanding and all of that, but what they shared, friendship and all of that, is so cool. And everyone would like to encourage Diane to remain in that relationship if they're about to take it to another level, just like we all suspected. So with the way things are going now, it's likely they will resolve it and say come back together, or then moves on with the famous actors. So we are still watching as the story unfolds. Okay, that's what we have for you today, a relationship flow. So we are saying this to say that you need to know what you're into. You need to know and understand who you are in a relationship with. You need to define the relationship and stand on it. And if you have something good going on, so yeah, you appreciate each other to the core, that if he or she leaves, you will feel bad about it. Why not define the relationship? Okay, I don't think Elozolam and Dan actually defined the relationship or what they have. Okay, so they should have defined that relationship long ago and probably get engaged. You like each other, or is it that none of them are ready to marry? Likely, but then the definition of relationship, or maybe engagement, something like that, it's some sort of commitment, would have put a stop to something like this, intrusion like this. Okay, just like what happened between Mercy and Ike. There was an intrusion, there was an interference in that relationship, but they are still together now. So it could say this is the time of their own challenge. All right, this is their time of challenge. So if they are together, if they can talk about it, they will be able to resolve or whatever challenge it is they are facing. Thank you once again for joining Relationship Flow with Covenant Amara. I hope you enjoyed the session, and please, if you have anything to comment below regarding this, kindly do so. Comment below and tell us what you have in mind to say about it. Thank you and God bless you. But remember, subscribe before going. It's your humble friend Covenant Amara. God bless you.